Welcome to ABIEdu Academy. In this lesson, we will explore the foundations of tort law, how it differs from crimes and contracts, the remedies it provides, and how privacy is protected in Canada. A tort is a civil wrong, an act or omission other than a breach of contract that causes harm or loss to another person, and for which the law provides a remedy. The role of tort law is threefold: to compensate people who have been wrongfully harmed, to deter careless or harmful conduct, and to fairly allocate responsibility for the losses that result. Some torts are careless, but others are deliberate. These are called intentional torts, wrongs a person means to commit, such as assault, battery, trespass, and false imprisonment. It is important to distinguish a tort from crimes and breaches of contract. A crime is a wrong against society as a whole. It is prosecuted by the state, must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, and is punished, often by a fine or imprisonment. A breach of contract is the failure to keep a promise made in an agreement, and the remedy flows from that contract. A tort, by contrast, is a private wrong between individuals. The injured party, not the state, brings the claim. The standard of proof is the lower balance of probabilities, and the goal is compensation, not punishment. A single act, like a physical attack, can be both a crime and a tort at the same time. So what remedies does tort law award? The most common is damages, a sum of money intended to put the victim, as far as money can, back in the position they would have been in had the tort never happened. In rare cases, the court may add punitive damages to denounce especially outrageous conduct. Courts can also grant an injunction, an order requiring someone to stop doing or to do a particular act. Next, vicarious liability means, in effect, to suffer or answer in the place of another. One person can be held legally responsible for the torts committed by another because of the relationship between them. The classic example is the employer held liable for wrongs committed by an employee in the course of their employment. Let us examine two intentional torts. Trespass to land occurs when a person intentionally and directly enters onto, remains on, or places an object on land in the possession of another without permission or legal right. It is actionable in itself, so the landowner need not prove any actual damage. False imprisonment is the intentional and complete restraint of a person's freedom of movement against their will and without lawful justification. It does not require locked doors or physical force. A person can be falsely imprisoned simply by a show of authority they reasonably feel they cannot escape. Now, how is privacy protected in Canada? Canada protects privacy through several layers. In the public sector, the Federal Privacy Act governs how government handles personal information. In the private sector, the Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act, known as PIPEDA, sets the rules for how businesses collect, use, and disclose personal data. Provinces like British Columbia, Alberta, and Quebec have their own comparable laws. Quebec's modernized Law 25 is a leading example. At the constitutional level, Section 8 of the Charter protects everyone against unreasonable search and seizure by the state. And Canadian common law now recognizes privacy torts, most notably intrusion upon seclusion, established in Jones v. Tsige, which lets a person sue when their private affairs are intentionally and highly offensively intruded upon. Finally, consider the security and privacy concerns that arise from computer use. As our lives move online, personal information faces new risks: data breaches, hacking and malware, phishing scams, identity theft, and constant tracking and surveillance. This is why both good digital habits, strong passwords, encryption, and caution online, and strong legal safeguards matter. Organizations that hold personal data have a legal duty to protect it, and in many cases, to report breaches when they occur. To bring it together, tort law compensates and deters civil wrongs. It stands apart from crimes and contracts. It offers remedies like damages and injunctions. It can extend responsibility through vicarious liability, and it protects core rights, including, increasingly, our privacy in a digital world. Thank you for learning with ABIEdu Academy. If you found this lesson helpful, subscribe for more learning, and we will see you in the next one.